G'day everybody, it's the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. A big thank you, of course, to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos, and you share them around the world with all of your buddies, all of your pals, and all of your mates. And as the voice of the voiceless, let me tell you about today's video. A deputy is doing a traffic stop on a vehicle as it appears the driver has done some special education art and crafts and loved it so much that they are now using it as a license plate. And seeing as that is as weird as firing snails out of your snot tubes, the deputy would like to find out what's going on. Little did he know that he was about to go face to face with a sovereign citizen silly Billy stupid face who seems to have become more unglued than a thermal protection tile on the space shuttle Columbia, and she starts popping off like a Chernobyl fuel rod. Luckily, the deputy is well diverse in the language of dickhead and is more happier than Randy Quaid with a meth pipe to teach her what is what. Let's have a look.
Hello there. Deputy Morgan of the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping is you don't really have a tag on your vehicle in our state. You gotta have some kind of characters or registration. Do you have any information for the vehicle? Okay. Okay. Do you have any other form of ID other than passport?
It's my traveling information. I was just traveling.
Okay. So you don't have a driver's license in any state? I'm sorry?
I'm not required to carry one because
You actually are. 121 Central. 21. Go ahead and start me a second unit. This is going to be a sovereign citizen. So you've never had an ID, identification card, driver's license in any 50 of the states?
when I was younger, before I became a state national. So
Okay. But before that, did you ever have an ID card anywhere?
I probably did, yes. Yeah.
You probably did where?
In South Carolina.
In South Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your current registration address?
That is. I don't know.
Fairchild Gardens Avenue.
And that's unit 3060.
You said Palm Beach Gardens.
Palm Beach Gardens.
And what is the zip code there?
Forgot.
That's all right. Okay. Do you have any paperwork for this vehicle saying that it's been registered with the state of Minnesota or Florida, anywhere?
And we are underway at the Sovtard Olympics with Tonya Horing already showing that she is dumber than a cookbook from Paula Dean called Don't Worry, I Have Black Friends. You're a fucking state national? What the fuck does that even mean? Like you represent the state at a national level for pussies that smell like wet dog on a hot summer's day? What the fuck is going on? On the scale of the Pope's penis to Bonnie Blue's asshole, how fucked are you? You fucking seem to be as confused as I get when I hear kombucha and kale in a fucking sentence. Listen here, you hippie fucks. Just get me my mother energy drink and fuck off. I know some people have a MILF fetish, but fuck me, Noodle Knockers Natalie looks like someone dug up a victim of the Night Stalker. I bet that you discovered the poop hole is a loophole as a teenager. Didn't you? Didn't you, you dirty fuck?
Okay. Alrighty.
Call 52.
Yo, I'm sorry, say that again, I'm half deaf.
It's my certified name.
Okay. No, I'm looking for information on the vehicle.
I'm not required to have registration, sir, so I don't
Okay.
know what you mean.
Do you have any insurance for the vehicle?
No.
Okay. Well, give me 1 second, I'll be right back with you. No, that's what threw me off. I'm like,
When you call out, like coming up on you. Private.
what she's saying. She gave me a passport, but she's a state national. She's not required to carry an ID card.
I've ever seen one of those.
I have not.
Like passive aggressive with you?
No, not at all. I'm like, do you have any information? She's like, well, I'm not required to carry an ID card. Here's my passport. So you've never had a driver's license? Well, no, I'm traveling. I'm not required to. Okay. Well, what about, like, registration information? She's like, I don't have any. I'm like, what about insurance? Never had it. She gave me her information. Gave me an address. I was hoping that was her. I saw full extradition and was like, hell yeah. That's funny, though. She's not, like I said, she's not a good sovereign citizen because she has an American passport. She just wrote in here, state national. Do not detain, do not interrogate, conceal carry in all 50 states.
Let me see that. I've never seen
Pretty
one
good.
of these. What the tag?
But she's not good at it. She gave me an American passport and she's got a valid South Carolina DL.
Fucking hang on! Sabrina the middle-aged bitch not only gave you her actual passport, but she has a driver's license? Fucking hell! So on top of being less brainier than Kurt Cobain, she's also as fucking useless as Flavor Flay's English teacher! Flavor Flay! Yeah, boy! I guess being premenopausal can make you do some fucked up things, because just before she was pulled over, Drain the Main Vein Maria was deep-throating a bloke in a Chuck E. Cheese costume. A strange thing to do in a 7-Eleven bathroom? Sure, but in her defense, she did think she was getting some tokens to play air hockey. I bet that her fucking crooked coochie looks like a blown-out old gym sock. She looks like 3 generations of fuckwit all rolled into one. You know that she's had many conversations that started with the sentence, I don't want to be racist, but she still breastfeeds her teenage son, so that's nice, I guess.
Okay.
The vehicle is uninsured, and I'm just going to ROR her for the uninsured or the unregistered motor vehicle and tow her shit.
Is it the vehicle's not registered? You said it's uninsured or unregistered?
It's both, uninsured and unregistered.
Okay.
She's got a plate, if you can call it a plate, it's a piece of paper that says private business.
Yeah, I don't.
The VIN comes back to the Nissan Murano, but it's not registered in all 50 states.
Okay.
My issue is, can I ROR her? The address she gave me is the post office box she has in Palm Beach. Because if she made it sound like an apartment. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go back and I pull it up on my map and I'm like, let me see if she... And it's the post office. It's her P.O. box.
So we don't have a verifiable address?
Yeah, the only verified address she's given me is the post office.
How about this? What she got in her... How about we just take her ass to jail?
I'm good with it. I just was like, I mean, let me ask.
Oh, no, you can take anybody to jail.
Oh, no,
Damn,
I know I can take her. I just didn't really want to.
I know. in the totality of the circumstances, I think there's a strong likelihood she would not appear in court.
Yeah, I'm fucking with Deputy Don't Play on the phone. Raw dog this jizz jackal and drag her fluorescent light tube looking ass to jail. Make sure you're fucking wearing sunglasses though, because when Pasty McPatty is exposed to sunlight, she's gonna glow like Jane Lynch's fingers under a black light. If you are going to use a postal box as your only form of address, you may as well bring your own cuffs when you're dealing with law enforcement, because that is as fucking intelligent as Tony Hale naming his only son Zig. Honestly, she's only one crack rock away from being Dog the Bounty Hunter's daughter. Her whole story checks out the same way as spraying some Febreze between your knees is the best way to attract midgets. Not fucking at all. She legit is about to be in more shit than a gay man's gangbang.
Oh, I 100% agree, but she would abscond.
Which I would just take her ass to jail, yeah.
Yeah.
I would physically take her.
I'm sure I would have to here in a second because I'm going to ask her to sign the citation and she would say no.
Hey, then you get another,
Well, yeah, that's...
I'm going to say if you never ask, you never get another charge, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's actually against the statute to have a P.O. box as your address. I think that's only on your registration.
I don't know if it's like the worst sovereign citizen I met. Like I said, she handed me a passport, an American passport. She just put a stamp in there. It says, American state national, do not detain, do not interrogate, and then she signed her name with all the bullshit all around it and stuff. But then she gave me, like I said, she gave me an address. I mean, I don't have a photo ID from South Carolina, but all the information matches, and it's a valid DL. So she's not very good at the game.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, let's see. I think it's under traffic.
See, this I should have just gone with my gut. I needed a senior motorman to guide me on my way. I shouldn't have called him. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me.
Well, for starters, you're not allowed to deface your fucking passport with random shit. Also, you can and will be detained or arrested by law enforcement if you are breaking the rules, no matter what you have stamped in your normal passport. Otherwise, I would have had stamped, "Please fondle my balls upon arrival." The amount of dumb cunt pills that Slagathor Christie must take in a day is staggering. Like, you can't have this low of a brain function without the help of fucking doing the Michael Schumacher Swiss Mountain Special. I fucking remember meeting her at a diner off the I-95 in 2003. She asked if I wanted a cup of joe or a backlot blowy. I was pretty fortunate because I had a fucking pocket full of Chuck E. Cheese tokens. We know exactly where this one is headed, don't we, folks? So why don't we hold hands together and watch her play our favourite game, Fuck Around, and find out.
No. Step out of the vehicle.
No, I'm not required.
You're going to step out of the vehicle.
Then I have to call.
No, you don't have to call anybody.
I'm not.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle now.
I'm not required to step out of the vehicle.
You are.
I'm
You are
not.
under arrest.
Why am I
Get
under
out of the
arrest?
vehicle.
Why am I
Step
under arrest?
out of the vehicle.
Why do you have your hands on me?
Because you're going to jail.
I didn't do anything
Get out
wrong.
of the vehicle. Let's
I didn't
go.
do anything wrong.
Let's go.
Sir, I didn't do
Let's
anything.
go.
Oh my God. Ouch.
Oh my.
Ow.
Come on.
Ouch.
You want to around? You find out.
Yes! Yes! After 368 videos, we finally have law enforcement using my catchphrase. Oh, fucking bravo, Mr. Deputy. Fucking bravo.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Bring your hands behind your back. Stop.
Tension
I
up.
didn't do anything
Stop
wrong.
tensing up.
I don't understand what's happening.
You're going to jail is what's happening.
Why? Why?
Because you have an unregistered motor vehicle and you do not have a valid address.
Sir, it's not
No,
this
it's,
address.
it is not. It is a P.O. box.
I know.
Unless you reside in a post office box, you do not have a valid address.
Listen,
1 Ocean, 21 Central, adult female, 1015. Unregistered motor vehicle. Let's go.
Don't make it harder.
Do you have anything in your pockets that's going to poke me stick? Oh, you don't really have pockets. Do you have anything concealed on your person? Because if you do, when we get to the jail, it is a felony.
Of course I don't.
Drugs, guns, bombs, rocket grenades, anything you may have forgotten.
Anything that goes in the ground.
This is your last chance to come clean about it. Good with me. Go ahead and have a seat.
I loved everything about that game, from the phone call to the coach to the deputy himself saying fuck around and find out. Mr. Deputy, if you are watching this video, please get in contact with me. I'd like to send you a shirt. Not all heroes wear capes. Some force a bitch to eat bitumen, and we fucking salute them. Meanwhile, lick a lot of puss Lynette, who for some reason has the same body type as a 14-year-old Korean boy, just learnt the whole soft-shittian movement is more laughable than watching Mike Tyson try and spell Mississippi. She is so fucking flat and plain, I'm surprised her nickname isn't the Greenlands of Montana. I've seen better fucking curves on a pencil. I bet that she has a sign at her house that says, live, laugh, and jerk off the mailman. I see that she has a kid in the car. You know that old saying, what happens on an old pontoon boat stays with you for the rest of your fucking life.
About how I thought that was going to go. Alright, ma'am, do you have somebody who can come pick you up? This vehicle is being towed. Okay, well then start calling an Uber. Because, like I said, this vehicle is being towed, and I'm seizing it. Do what?
Can I come with her to the station?
No, she's going to jail. She's not going to the station. So is there anything in the vehicle you want to take with you?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Could you give me a few minutes?
Well,
I'm just
what
getting
you
my-
need, and go. The keys will have to stay. Or at least the vehicle, the key fob. Because the tow truck's going to need that. Yeah, I did. Doesn't look like there's much in here.
Please, I'm begging you.
For the record, my body cam did die. It is now charging.
I'm just traveling. I don't do commercial. I'm not commerce.
How's that shit whistle of an argument working out for you right now, you dirty goat fucker? It's done. You fucking lost. So you still trying to cough up that cum bubble is so off the charts, it may as well be Linkin Park's new album. Fuck me. Even a cannibal would turn vegan if he saw that you were on the menu. Your daughter looks like Hot Topic and Spirit Halloween had a baby, then abandoned it in a GameStop. Isn't your other daughter the Hawk Tour girl? Fucking safe sex for her is when they ask her to face the other way. I don't know what cult you belong to, but do everyone a favour and drink the Kool-Aid now. Speaking about Hawk Tour though, Kate Beckinsale wanted to start the 3 Cs. That's the certified captain cock, by the way. But because we were making out for 2 hours straight, she had no saliva left. Luckily enough, fucking Anne Hathaway's always hiding somewhere in the house, so she moistened the pressure missile for takeoff. Oh, we invited her to hang around, and together we all played a nice game of Fluff the Duck.
Okay. And I'm not interested in you doing commerce, but you're operating a vehicle on our roadways.
It's an automobile and I'm traveling.
Okay. Well, you're traveling on our roadways, which requires a driver's license. Which is weird because you have a valid South Carolina driver's license.
I know you don't understand it's state national stuff, and I know it probably rubs you the wrong way.
It doesn't rub me the wrong way. I don't subscribe to it, so I don't really care to hear
I
it.
understand, but that's why I feel like you're mad at me because you're mad at the state nationals. And
Well, I'm not mad at state nationals.
but I don't understand why you're arresting me. I don't understand why you won't just please give me a chance. You have to understand it's stressful to get pulled over. I'm completely confused of why I got pulled over. Could you please check this address?
No. We have moved beyond that.
So how am I supposed to get anywhere out of jail if I don't have anything? I don't have my card, I don't have my wallet, I don't have my phone.
Well, your daughter has your wallet. And there are phones in the jail you will be allowed to use.
I don't understand the system. I don't understand.
Oh, I saw that. I don't recognize that. Because I can tell you that's not in my passport, so.
I know that mine's a specific one.
What color are your eyes? Blue, I think? Green. Brown hair. Yes.
How long will she be detained for?
Well, that's up to the jail. She has a bond.
Can she hear me or no? Yeah, I can hear you, sweetheart. Mama. Yeah.
Do not reach for the window, but you can talk through it.
Maybe it's not to sign anything. I'd be able to be taken right to the magistrate.
Well, there are phones at the jail. Do you need phone numbers out of your phone?
She is more of a fucking waste of time than Britney Spears' life coach. A complete and utter fucking pelican. I've picked better winners out of my fucking nose. If she doesn't scream, Aileen Warnose is a hero of mine, nothing does. She has swallowed up more semen than the USS Arizona. Even her shower head pretends to be asleep on her. She was one ketamine payment away from paying off the car too, so that's a real shame. Get your scorecards out and jot this one down. Spearmint Rhino reject Renee was done for failing to register a motor vehicle, resisting non-residential exemption of a driver's license, and a few other little crimes as well, stuff to do with public orders and all that sort of stuff. And she got to spend some time having Big Bertha rock the Subaru in the shower sandals for a little bit, so high fives all around there, I say. On that note, it does bring us to the end of another great video. I hope you've had a bit of fun, I hope you've had a bit of a laugh, and I really hope that you've taken your shirt off, got naked if you want, click that like and subscribe button. Now that you've done that, you can go running naked down the street, find the nearest donut shop, kick open the doors of the donut shop and say, "Listen here, you coffee dipping fucks. Stop what you're doing, pay attention to me, you need to watch this video." And they're going to be like, "What's the video about?" And you'll be like, "Well, that's why you need to watch it." And they'll be like, "But mate, we're trying to have a coffee and we're trying to have a donut. They're two of the greatest things on planet Earth, and when they're combined, it's really, really good, so you're kind of disturbing that." And you'll be like, "You're right, that is two of the three things that makes for a good day." And they're like, "Well, what's the third?" And you'll be like, "Watching this video, that's what's going to do it." Could you imagine drinking a coffee, eating a donut, and watching this video? It's going to be the greatest fucking day in human history. And they'll be like, "Are you overselling this?" And you'll be like, "No, I'm really not. We should all try it. Everyone grab a donut and a coffee. I don't care if you don't drink coffee, you're going to need a coffee and a donut to watch this video, and that is going to be the greatest day in human history. You've heard it here first." And they'll be like, "There's only one way to top this being the greatest day in human history." And you'll be like, "Well, what's that?" And they'll be like, "A donut shop orgy." And you'll be like, "Fuck, yes, you're right. That is going to make a great day better. I'm all in. Let's do it." And everyone's going to take off their shirts and get naked and stuff. There's going to be tits and dicks and clits and shit just going on everywhere. Massive coffee shop orgy that you started, so you should be pretty fucking proud of yourself. And who knows, you might just get some money. But I better get going. I'm supposed to have a few beers with Terry again. Oh, poor Terry. He sticks his head over the fence today and goes, "Well, I have something to fucking tell you." I said, "Hit me with it, Terry. What is going on in the world of Terry?" And he goes, "Well, I've been feeling a little bit down, and I thought to myself, it's time to mix things up a bit." I'm like, "Oh, okay, what have you done?" And he goes, "Well, I've decided to get a bit of a fucking hobby." Like, "Oh, yeah? A bit of a hobby's always good, mix things up. Tell me, what's your hobby? What are you doing there?" And he goes, "Well, I'm going around collecting coins." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, collecting coins. Hey, that's a great way to mix things up. Tell me, is it working?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's been really good to have some change." Fucking hell, Terry. All right. Hooroo.